So what we like to do is you guys go ahead and just introduce yourselves, say hi, while I will go ahead and share the link. I'm Ashley. This is Local Live here at Macon Music, and thanks for joining us on this 100-degree Tuesday afternoon. And my guests today are Triple Lindy. You guys want to go around and introduce yourselves and say what instrument you play as well?
Bob Majors, guitar.
Tim Smith, bassist.
Sean Sandy, drums.
I'm Andy Harley, and I'm the singer and play the mouth harmonica.
Yeah.
Why do you make it sound like that, Andy?
Mouth is right.
Yeah, very suave.
Like, that's great. Like, okay, cool. All right, so just shared the link. You guys feel free to share, and please jump in as always with your questions or comments. Those are also appreciated. Random shout outs. So, Triple Lindy, I've known all of you guys individually at different points while living in Frederick, so I'm really delighted. Thank you for being on the show today.
Absolutely.
To chat with you. But I was curious, how did you guys meet each other, and how was the band conceived?
Andrew.
So I met Bob back in '99 at work, and Sean's just a recent acquaintance of mine. Within the last probably 6 months, probably.
Yeah, I didn't know you, well, I mean, 9 months, I guess. I didn't know you prior to joining the band, really. I'd known these guys for a few
Which is kind of amazing. So you guys met in '99. Did you start the band in '99?
No.
Okay.
I played, I remember thinking way back, I was like, this guy would be able to remember some lyrics.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah, because he's always movie quotes and stuff like that.
Yeah, yes.
But, so yeah, I got a call from Andy one time. I'm gonna play a benefit for somebody that needed a guitar player. I think your guy cut out or whatever. And so they called me up, and I'm thinking, great, learn a set of stuff. Probably know half of it, 3/4 of it. And I got the list, and I'm like, Rush and the Smiths, stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know how to play any of this stuff. So.
How much time did you have to learn these songs?
More than enough. It's just the fact that I had to go through the process. I was like,
Oh,
for
man.
one gig, but
it's
we
a good
pulled it
job.
together. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. We had a blast.
And it was for a cancer benefit.
Oh, cool.
And our original drummer, Dave Cannon, knew Tim. And so I was talking to Dave. I'm like, well, Dave's my cousin. I said, Dave, dude, why don't you get Tim, and I'll get Bob, and boom. And we played at Lewistown Fire Hall.
Oh,
And
yeah.
here's a little bit of information for you Triple Lindy folks here.
I was waiting for you to wake up, Andy.
We were not originally Triple Lindy.
What were you?
We were named after a mixed drink. We were called Oreo Speedwagon. No, I know.
And I know for a fact
that circled
that
the drain
Andy
pretty
came up.
quick.
You came up with that name.
Yes, I did.
I know it
on
for
the
a
phone
fact. That's
with
an
my cousin
Andyism.
Dave. I was like,
Okay.
dude, we're gonna be an Oreo Speedwagon.
There you go.
And it was lame, but you know what?
Do you know this?
It sounds familiar.
The most important thing was
that we changed the name.
Well, yes, we changed the name, but everything as a band gelled. Everything just worked, and we had we got done the cancer benefit, and everything was so much fun. And we were like, dude, you know what? We should just make this a thing, man, and start a band. But yeah, again, we got to drop the name, of course. And we got our name, by the way, for those of you who don't know, from the movie Back to School, 1987, with Rodney Dangerfield. It was a very famous dive that he did, the Triple Lindy. I definitely recommend checking that out.
What is this? What did you just do?
That's the dive. It's part of the
Oh, that's
dive.
part
I
of
don't want
the
to give it
dive.
away. I don't want to build it up
Okay.
too much. You know?
I believe.
But for people like me and Tim, who know it's very hot in this room right now, I was like,
not
is he
doing
checking
that.
his kids on live camera right
Little
now?
cons.
Andy, I know you very well. You're not that sweaty.
I think the original list was, it said Thornton Mellon was the original idea, and then we're like,
Yeah. And then we're like Triple
Okay.
Lindy.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. I was like, it sounds cool, but I'm in a band called Vinyl Rhino, so what do I know? And literally, that's just because it sounds good together. It's like
exactly.
adjective animal.
Repeating vowel sounds.
Oh, look at you with the English major dissecting my band.
And
name.
Bob,
They sound good. They sound
Bob, to
good.
piggyback on what you said, man, besides the vowel sounds, 4 syllables. Vinyl Rhino, Triple Lindy, Guns N' Roses,
Oh.
Metallica, and...
I feel like you could go all day with this. If this was a trivia show, you would.
No, just
And
keep
then there's
rolling it
Kate.
out, man.
So was
Right,
Tim?
and then
So the original show was
Rush.
all 3 of you, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And then my dapper friend, who I've known longer than you, Mr. Sean Sandy. How did he come to join the group recently? And I know for me, I was super excited because like a lot of Frederick local people, I knew you guys, I knew Sean, and when you came together, it was like 2 friends of mine like met and started dating, and I just felt like really delighted that I could just kill two birds by coming to your shows.
I remember seeing him on our gigs a lot. And we came to
He
the
stalked
three
us.
of us, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
He does.
And I knew Kim from way back, and I think it came to that point where we were getting, I don't know, our other drummer didn't have time, so we're like, well, Sean plays drums. He seems to come around, must like us. So
Easy
we're like,
transition.
Yeah.
And that was it Big Court Vineyards or Sugarloaf
I think
Winery?
Yeah, what was the
both.
first gig?
I think it's where we
Yeah.
kind of did the little
Yeah,
talk of
Sugarloaf.
like Sean came out. We're like, dude, man, maybe you know you like our music. Maybe you want to maybe come in, maybe play a little bit.
So both, and then this is great charity thing that happens every year. It's the crabs, and I can't remember what the other part is, but it's a benefit.
Somebody
it
chiming in, does anyone know what this benefit's
Habitat for Humanity,
Yeah.
and so I ran into Bob there last year, and that's in August. And then he had said something. Tim and I had
We
actually
had a nice
already
chat in the
spoken
restroom.
about
It was, yeah.
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 In the restroom?
Washing your hands,
Well,
you know,
just
from all the
outside the
crowds.
restroom. I was not wearing the hat.
I am getting a visual, Triple Lindy.
By the way, I'm only wearing the hat because I'm observing a rhino in the wild.
Yes.
This is my whole. Okay, I'm losing that.
You look adorable.
It's hot in here.
I joke that Sean reminds me of like a little version of The Rock, so I call it the Stone. I want that to catch on. Okay, when you see Triple Lindy, be like, go Stone, go. Maybe it should be it's the
This is
Stone.
gonna be like all over my Facebook page.
Nice.
During a drum solo, I want like a Go Stone chant. I tried to get it going. So I saw you guys at Live at 5.
Yes,
I was feeling great
show,
on
fun show.
Thursday. Anybody at Live at 5? Anybody was there? I see Kim. She was there. I know Janelle was there.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a good dance party going. I'm trying to make myself, by the way, the official live host of a Live at 5. Okay, because it should be filmed on Facebook Live as well,
I
right?
agree. I agree.
It's a Live at
I'm with
5.
you.
So I'm up there, but the problem is, you guys, when the band's good, I want to dance. So the videos are like this. So sorry for that, you guys. Enjoying my live videos from a Live at 5. So, random question: who makes your set list? And you put it. I'm like right there.
That would be me.
Yes.
Yes. And that is a very very I don't like the word tedious, but it's very meticulous process because
Okay.
of running songs with like I'll get with Sean, he'll be like, okay, man, the beats per minute on this one with the
Yeah,
tempos,
BPMs.
and then I'm like, well, okay, that works, but also this one's an E minor and this song's an E minor, so we can kind of meld these two together. So set list actually over the years. You know, and it's, you know, you kind of don't want to throw all your heavy shooters in the, you know that, and in your first set. So, and then you got I call them the drunk audience participation songs, the Fight for Your Right to Parties, the
That's
Glistening
right.
song, It's Tricky to Rock, you know.
Yeah.
So they're the third setters. So doing set lists, it takes me, I mean, I have a template, but it takes, and you craft each set list for a different venue, like at Cactus Flats when we play.
Yeah.
We might not play Lionel Richie easy, you
Yeah.
know, but at the
Small
American
country
Legion,
crowd.
we might not play Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy.
That's right.
So, yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
I've
two
never
things.
offered to do it. I just look at it and go, I don't know about that.
Yeah, but you
But
play.
I don't wanna do
my
it,
my
so.
guitar player, he's so cute. Ryan in Vinyl Runner, he goes, "I play the paper, ma'am. I play the paper. Whatever you put on there." And I'm like, "That's why I love you so much."
Nice.
But it is. It's like a labor of love, right?
Yes, yes.
So yeah, it was a good mix of tunes. I noticed. So how would you describe the band as far as like your musical pick? What do you call yourselves? Like variety? Like if you had to describe the band to someone you met in like
I
few
mean, I
words.
think somewhere on the website there's the pop rock dance.
There you
I don't
go,
know,
yeah.
something to that respect, but through the decades, I guess. I mean, certainly back in the day, we had Pat Travers in there and a bunch of other really heavy rock.
And
but I think we just want people to dance. So
There
if
you
it's,
go, yeah.
if it's rock and if it's Pat Travers and they're dancing, we're playing Pat Travers, I guess. And if I think that's the goal for us.
And
is
Tim
fun
Bob.
and dancing.
Yeah, my cousin JW, he's in a band as well, a couple bands. He's a drummer, and he's like, all I care, he says, if the booties are shaking, if the booties are shaking.
Amen.
And he's like, sometimes I want to play a cool deep cut, but the booties aren't shaking to it, so it's not gonna happen.
Yes.
But Tim and Bob, I mean, add on to this, when we started out, we were playing a lot more 80s stuff. We weren't an 80s band,
Yeah.
but we
Yeah.
were playing a lot more Rush, Van Halen, and a lot. And I was playing keys at the time. So, and as time went on, we still stuck to the vein of dance music, but we kind of bumped it up we were like, we need more 90s songs. Because we were playing a lot of 70s and 80s.
So
and we would even
and
dump
I
back
found
and play
that's kind of
Elvis.
an issue with being a variety band, right? Because we do have a lot of great local 80s bands, and I know I have a bunch of friends in some awesome As If, Docs and Flannels, like some great 90s bands too. So you have to really, when you're putting together the song list, that's kind of good segue from my set list question, you have to be like, okay, we don't want to play like 380 songs in a row or like 390 songs in a row, because you don't want to take that away. There's bands that have worked really hard to be like a decades band, like 31
And
years.
that's easy for us. I think
Yeah.
we look back on the years, we probably have over almost 400 songs.
That's
so
great.
when we play with at a winery and join a bunch of bands, we're like, well, yeah, we don't have to play any 80s or 90s. We've got the
Yeah,
rest of it covered.
isn't that cool when you can?
Yeah.
And so I have a couple questions I want to take because we're gonna do a song in just a minute, but I want to make sure we don't miss your questions here. So yeah, Dan Purcell said he was definitely at Alive at 5. I know because I saw you, Bill. We have Eric Rhodes watching. He's not on his bike right now. That's pretty awesome. He says, Sandy, keep crushing it.
Eric Rhodes is the
He's a
He's
cool
the
dude.
man.
They got
He's a
the
good man.
cutest family award right there. Jim Starcher says, sorry I missed you at Alive at 5. When is your next local show?
Locals, the
Yeah.
American Legion.
American Legion,
Yeah.
August 17th, Friday night, August 17th.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's an
that-
early
that's-
one,
Yep,
7:30 start.
11:30.
Can the public get in?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
you do
so-
not have to be a member to attend the American Legion.
August
And
17th,
cheap drinks,
American
cheap
Legion.
drinks, big
Which
drinks.
American Legion? Here in Frederick?
Coast
Yes,
Guard.
Tony Adams.
Yes.
Oh, perfect,
Team,
perfect.
yeah.
Okay, John wanted to know what triple Lindy means. John, great question. They answered it, I think, psychically.
John, YouTube Triple Lindy, back to school. That's
Now everybody's got to check their pits and watch that
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
I can't do that. John also wants to know what happened to your girl keyboard player.
Hey Tim,
You're live right now.
you got that one, man.
I just repeat the questions,
no,
okay?
We wanted to go back to our roots. I think the stage got a little crowded. It's it's tough the more people you add to the band to get everybody at practice at the same time. And although you go around so many years, practice kind of is secondary, but it's necessary to learn new songs and get tight.
It's true, and like I think you even mentioned your last drummer, it was an availability
Yeah.
issue, and that is a big cause I think for changing band members sometimes is the availability.
Nothing personal.
Yeah,
No.
but if I'm more than happy, John, to jump on stage at one of their gigs, just
Oh.
say they have a female there, play a wicked tambourine. Just kidding, Sean knows I can't do that. Tom Flores says hi Tom. I love Tom. Rick Tahansky says, is Tim wearing shoes?
No,
No,
I'm not.
He is not.
No.
Do you ever wear shoes?
Not when I
No.
can help it.
Because I have to say, that's my bass player Nick Drader, also a shoeless fellow. Like we're playing weddings, we're like, put your shoes on, Nick.
If you can find me shoes comfortable enough to stand for hours on stage, I
Okay.
will wear them. But
All right.
Chuck
Promises.
Taylor's, right?
Promises,
Making a
promises.
video.
We have Stacy watching. Hi, Stacy. She just had a brand new baby. Chris is watching. Maria's watching. Oh, Maria, I just shouted out to Nick. Greg is watching. Hi from Ron Lehman. Ron, we were just talking about you.
Ron.
Yeah.
Hi, Laurie. Laurie's a dear friend of mine. Hey, Trevor. I think that's all the questions we had. So let's go ahead and do a song. Are you guys ready to play one for us?
Sure.
Okay, you guys, this is Local Live at Making Music. I'm your host, Ashley Marie the Vinyl Rhino, and our guest is Triple Lindy, and they're going to do a song for you right now. Andy, tell them about it.
We're going to do Wish I Knew You by the Revivalists. 3, 4. You shine like a star. You know who you are. Everything beautiful. She's hot, hot like the sun. Lonely as one. Everything beautiful. But I'll be hot there.
wrong places. Back on track here for the show, kids. All right. Well, what y'all think of that at home? You liked it, didn't you? Okay. Rick, however, says more cowbell. That goes to Sean.
Sean.
Where's Sean gone? Sean, you know, he heard one complaint, one negative thing. Drummers just can't take criticism, and he's gone.
Yeah,
Is
gone.
there more cowbell?
Sean's Casper.
I don't even know where it went. He gone. Julie, thanks. Julie says she likes my outfit. I'm pretty sure it's a Gabe's / former Rugged Warehouse deal. Right here.
Nice.
Thank you. Very classy. Daenerys Targaryen says, this sounds great. How do you have time to take a break from the show? That's amazing.
Mother of Dragons.
She's the
first
mother of
her
dragons.
name.
Says it sounds great. That's pretty.
That's
Sean
amazing.
did a costume change, everyone. Look at that. That's really dapper.
I got much more Hispanic this time through.
Oh, really? I couldn't
it's
tell.
for the
Is
next
that what
song.
it is?
Very strong.
You look very. It looks very. Yeah. Now you go. Give him.
Now
him
it's
blue
rough.
seal.
Now he's rough.
Too sexy. Too
The
sexy. Too sexy. Kim's like, what? Okay. Christopher Larkin says nice arrangement. I concur.
Thanks, brother.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Gregor McGregor says, hey, fellas.
What's up, dude? We're playing with you and Nito's, brother.
How cool. Hey, Trevor Mentz says, I like this better than the original. Wow.
Wow.
That's good feedback. That's pretty awesome. I concur. And that's kind of why we do this show. It's local live. This was started by the guys at Making Music, and the whole point was to bring together local musicians in Frederick, showcase your talent, whether it be originals or covers. And what we found is stripped down versions of these cover songs. You know, really awesome. People love hearing them. You guys.
A great song is a great song.
A
right?
great song is a great song.
A great
Good
song
point,
should
yeah.
be able to stand
Yeah.
almost no matter what.
And it's nice to hear a different flavor on it because, you know, my theory being in a cover band, I don't know, is that, you know, it's not going to be exactly like the original. You know,
Right.
like, do you cover any female songs?
We used to do some Pink. Did we do any? I don't think
Yeah.
we were talking about doing Alanis Morissette.
Oh, yes, please.
You ought to know.
Oh my God, Andy,
But
where
the
is you? Okay, tell
problem is
people.
there's so many different lyrics in that. You know, are you thinking of me when you her? And so it's kind of like, you know,
Why don't
I'd have
you-
to
I thought
change
you
it
were
to
gonna have
him
to
or
remind
me.
me
You know
that.
what I mean? Just I
Andy,
don't know. Yes.
you
yes.
are a man who I know for a fact, Andy and I have many coffee talks at my house in downtown Frederick, and I know that you are very secure in your manhood.
Yes, I am.
So just sing the words as they are. I sing songs all the time about and it's like she. I don't care.
a good
I'm
point.
just singing
Good
the
point.
song.
That's a
good point.
I used to try
That's a
to
good
change
point.
the lyrics, and then I was like, "What's the point?" You know.
That's a good point. And that's yeah.
I mean,
no.
I sing along to the songs. The women in the front row sing along. They'll love it. You know.
It's true.
And it's a great song.
It is.
And
Well,
Flea
and-
plays bass on that song.
Well, and
Yeah.
then going
Chad
with the
Smith
set
on drums.
list is
Yes.
for our next gig. That song will be in the set list. We've never
That's
played
it.
it.
Yes.
August
Yes.
17th
Woohoo.
at
Oh,
the
that's
American
right. Andy
Legion.
broke the
Union
set
Jacks.
list.
Union Jacks.
Oh, where's Union Jack?
August 3rd.
August
3rd.
third.
That's
Oh,
before the Legion. Yeah.
Union Jack's Rio.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I love that room. You guys like that one?
This is our first time playing.
First time.
Oh, you never knew Union Jack's
I've
Rio?
never played
Oh,
there.
shout out to Union Jack's Rio. That's a cool room. If
Yeah.
people want to if you want to get out of Frederick for a night, check it out. Okay, so let's see if we have any more preguntas here. Janelle says awesome because she's biased. Right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Hi, Benji. Benji's watching from out of state. Okay, so we're going to take it back a little bit. How did you each start playing music at all? So take you back a few years. Bob, you kick us off.
Complete boredom.
Really?
I had nothing to do. Summer, my brother had a guitar that he didn't play, so I just started messing with that.
How old were you?
I don't know, it's probably like 16, 15,
16, wow.
Boredom.
So always guitar for you. That's your passion?
Yeah. It wasn't before that, you know,
Yeah.
but I really didn't care much about music before that. But
So it wasn't like most guitar players?
no,
to
I didn't
get
like
chicks.
idolize a guitar player. I just, once I started making sounds with it, I started
Yeah.
digging it.
And do you have a style that you go to as like the songs you learned or like a certain genre of music that you
I
really
don't know.
feel?
I think I kind of play everything like me, which is probably a little too hard.
Okay.
Not the best intonation. Squeeze a little too hard, hurt the hands a little too much, but that's just how I do it.
But that's okay. Everybody has their own different style. And you, Tim?
Well, it's kind of the typical school system. Fourth grade, when they all bring the instruments in, I said, I'll play trumpet. But then I was
Trumpet? Woo!
seventh chair trumpet doing maybe a whole note every 21 measures. Person graduated,
That's hard.
that was tuba. So I'm like, seventh chair trumpet, switch clefs, go to tuba first chair,
Ah.
I'm there. And then
Already climbing that ladder in what, elementary school?
that was Waverly, then Middletown was tuba. And then I went to Frederick High. They already have the established orchestra, but there was no bass player in the jazz band. So
Oh, boom.
I played bass in the jazz band at Frederick High, and bass ever since.
Bass ever since. And I was really delighted to see you brought your big boy bass, the
Yes.
upright.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's a tough one. That's a whole
That's
different
amazing.
muscle system. though.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
impressive. The band last week, Israel Creek, had the upright
Nice.
bass. I'm a fan. Sounds really
Yeah.
good. And what's your favorite like genre of music to play?
Oh, heck, I like them all. I think
Yeah.
it's just the mood, you know. I've come to realize that I'm just horrible at that pop slap stuff, so I'm just kind of
Yeah.
giving that up and just going back to more fundamental, especially maybe in this band and with Sean, just kind of really holding down that back end. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Keep the booty shaking. Keep
That's
the booty
it.
shaking, Tim.
That's it.
That's you. And speaking of the booty shaking master here, Mr.
Uh-huh.
Sean Sandy, because he plays drums. Get your minds out of the gutter. How old were you when you started, and what inspired you?
So I started on violin, actually. Violin was my first
Nice.
instrument.
That's so cute.
And I was in 3rd grade or something like that, and I took violin lessons for several years, and all the other kids started carrying like football helmets, and I was still carrying my violin, and I got a little uncomfortable, and I was playing baseball, and somehow when I was 10 years old, I just kind of started playing drums. I taught myself how to play since I already knew how to read music.
10 at 10.
Yeah, and just, through the school system again, I kind of did the same thing and worked through and learned how to read music so that I could get better at other things, and yeah.
And now Sean is also in another band that played Alive 5 recently. You may know them. They're called Misspent Youth. And so is there a particular a genre that you gravitate towards to play?
No, going back to what I said earlier, just great songs.
Yeah.
If it's a great song, then, I wish I knew you. Like, I wish I wrote those lyrics.
Oh my
I wish
God.
I
The
knew
first
you.
time I heard that
No?
song come on, I was
Sure.
like, this is so good.
Yeah. So, and there's a million lyrics like that. So many people have written great music, You
Yeah.
can't really narrow it to one genre. I don't play a ton of country, but there's country I love, and there's great songs. I'm a huge Patsy Cline fan,
Oh, Patsy.
So, there's stuff that I just
Leanne Rimes,
absolutely
yeah.
love. So, I just do it because I love it, and,
Yeah.
it's just fun.
It's fun for you. It's cool. Sean comes out and jams with me. Sometimes we do a little acoustic thing, and it's kind of neat because half the times he doesn't even know the songs, and he just jumps in, and it sounds even cooler than the original. We were just getting a comment from Trevor here. Okay, let's see what other comments we have. Thanks, Jesse, by the way, for another comment on my outfit. I'm like, oh, so like where the women's heads are at. Daenerys Targaryen also wants to know, am I saying that right? Do you guys play live anywhere else? I'd love to sit with a glass of wine listening to you guys. Anywhere else other than, so they're going to be on Union Jack's Rio on August 3rd, and then August 17th at the American Legion.
Yes.
And right now, if you hurry, in about 2 minutes, they're going to play another song here.
And Champions,
Making music.
Champion Billiards, we play in September, and we also play September 29th, Frederick Fairgrounds at the Oktoberfest. It's
Yeah.
going to be a stellar night. It should be a rocking show, and you know as well as I do as a front
Yes.
person
Yes.
that you get alcohol in people six in the evening.
No, that has nothing to
You
do
don't.
with
You don't
how
have. No,
audience
but
members behave, yeah.
it makes our jobs easier.
And look at Andy. Andy has the memory in the band, and that segues me into asking you, this is how you are such a great lead singer, remembering all these lyrics all the time. You're the one remembering these show dates. I can't even tell. I know we're playing Friday night at Red Eyes. That's like the only gig I can remember right now. Like, we have a wedding on Sunday. Don't know where it is. I'll figure it out. Anyway, yeah, just kidding. I know where your wedding is, Michelle. Andy,
Yes.
how did you get started singing?
Singing or music? Just
Oh,
music.
that's right, because something you don't know about Andy. Tell him.
Well, no, no. My mom signed me up for piano lessons when I was 5, and from there, it just my mom had been choir director. She's still choir director and church organist at Lewistown United Methodist, and so music was kind of like the linchpin in our house. Had always been there, and I guess it was after I got out of school, I was singing karaoke one night at Cactus Flats, of all places, and this would have been circa 1996, and.
A lot of good Cactus Flats.
Yeah, and you always take people's words, drunks' words, with a grain of salt when they tell you have a half decent voice, and you're like, a fire in a pet store would probably sound good to you. But anyway, long story short, yeah, I didn't really start singing until I went back to
Classic Andy. Go on.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't really start singing until I went back to Frederick Community College, and then I went and started singing classical and stuff. and that's the genre of music that I gravitate towards.
And
is-
that's what's
is classic.
interesting is, for me, I never would have guessed that about Andy after seeing Triple Indy, hearing about you guys, looking at your set list. So you're, you guys, I feel like I kind of could guess your genres, like me, kind of guess what I listen to as well. But Andy, yes, classically trained, amazing piano player, and you've seen him on the harmonica. So I have just one request, and that's that maybe you put some more keys in Triple Indy. I'm trying to see.
Oh my!
Sean.
It's
Wow.
almost like
What
I
a-
spoke to Ashley ahead of time. So here's my thing, right?
Andy's
So
come
we've
over
been
my
talking
house
about
and played
this.
Here's that
ridiculous
$5
piano,
band.
and I'm like, why are you not playing this in your
See,
band? Slap a guitar on it, man.
That's
The
what
boy can
he
play.
needs out of
That's
it.
why she's one of my favorites.
You know, I know where you
Or one
could
of those,
probably
right?
order a guitar. It's a store called Making Music in downtown
Yeah.
Frederick.
Uh-huh.
I got a feeling if you guys just put a bow on one and stick it in its hands, maybe.
I keep saying, like, this whole idea of putting some keys in the band, right? It's like you have this whole color palette. You have all these crayons in a box, and all of a sudden you're choosing just to use red and blue. Why would you just choose red and blue if you got
deep.
yellow?
Sean
I've
gets
always been
deep.
more of a burnt
Okay.
sienna.
Yeah, me too.
Burnt
Love
sienna.
burnt sienna.
Cornflower.
That's the
I'm like,
band.
yeah,
Whatever.
cornflower, blue,
The
blue,
first one.
cornflower.
So then, and because you'd be double dipping, it wouldn't be too crowded on stage like with your other keys.
That's right.
There it is.
Did you?
Yes, sure.
It's true.
I went there. What if she's my friend? Hey, Phil Adams is watching from Fuzzy Match.
Thanks, dude.
Oh, we love you. Rick wants to know, can any of you guys actually pull off a triple Indy at the pool?
I
That's a
tried
great
to
Rick.
double, But yeah.
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 Fantastic question.
Oh,
I used to
man.
be
You know what it
6'3". I didn't make it.
He
Yeah.
explained it. I don't know it.
Yeah. It's when you start at the platform, you do a flip to a springboard, to a flip to another springboard, to a flip into the pool.
I
Yeah.
can't believe you knew that.
So I'm gonna guess.
Well, I
no,
tried
they
it.
Probably
can't,
not.
Rick.
I tried.
Right?
And I missed the springboard and just went crashing in the water.
But you know what Tim can do is play bass on this next song, folks. So you
Segway.
like these segues?
Yes.
I just be riding these segues all day. Okay, so again, we're at Local Live in Making Music in downtown Frederick. Please come buy your gear local. Come hang out, talk to us. I'm here way too much. We've got Wally here to help you. Reg, it's great. It's a great store. It's a great place to be. So this is Triple Lindy, my guest for this week. My guest next time is going to be Luna of Luna and the Lost Keys. She's going to be here on July 31st, and I'm pretty excited because #Girl Crush,
Yep.
so what are you going to do? So July 31st, tune in. But one more time, we are going to hear, and what song are you guys playing for us now?
We're going to play Adventure of a Lifetime by Coldplay.
Ooh. Triple Lindy, y'all.
Turn your back, gone. Me, she'd say, everything when you sing it all
This has been Local Live at Making Music in downtown Frederick. And this is Triple Lindy, you guys. We'll see you on July 31st.
Thank you.
Watching you.